Oh, g'day mate. How's life going? Hope things are good for you. Didn't rain today, so I'm happy with that. But it's been hot, so I'm happy with that. So, anyway, I thought I'd talk about this. I don't know if anyone's done this before. Just to wake me up, hang on. I don't know if this has been done before. Most things in life are being copied, a mishmash of things of information, and people go, I'm doing this because I saw this and that. I'm doing this because I was outside feeding butterbeans chickens, and unknown to most people, chickens, chooks love different types of food, and they'll eat anything you give them basically. They won't eat vegetarian sausages and stuff. Vegetarian sausages, TVP and Nutella style, the vegetable protein crap. Won't eat that though. It's funny now. But they love minced meat, love the dog food, wet dog food, cat food, love that. So we're sitting out there, a couple of cans of cat food, stuff like that. Had a can of Coke. It was been a bit of a wet day. It was about 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, yeah, 2 or 3 weeks. I know something. Now I'll show you this bit. Now, if you want your saws to constantly go far higher revs with power, you have to have fuel, and you have to have where you want the fuel to be. And I'm struggling to get higher power, high revs in a way that I want to control it, because when the transfers open up, you can also is already open, so you're blowing out fuel in the way two-strokes work. But I thought maybe there's a way to change that. So that's the G466. I was watching Charlie Briscoe today. He did one up. It's got the same problems as this. It stalls every so often, and he said it was a finicky carby, which is a good word, but it works and it doesn't work. It fuels up just your idle off a blurt and dies. I think it might get better as the motor gets a bit more worn in a bit, but it's annoying. So I have to take a taco out there and read this thing and work out what the revs are and do it by machine. I don't normally do that, don't normally have to, but because it's finicky, it needs something like that. But yeah, I want it to be high revs. Now, what can I do at high revs with that? So what we're doing is out there feeding chooks. Now you probably can't see this, but there's condensation on that can. Now I'm always looking at what's going on. So I'll get you guys a bit closer so you can see this, because you want to see it. Always watching Mother Nature, what's going on. Because we live in Mother Nature. We're part of Mother Nature. So if you're not paying attention to what's going on around you, you might as well hold your breath and die. Because you are what you eat. Trying to get the camera forward. You are what you eat. It's feet. If you eat the wrong things, you'll die early. Do the right thing, you should be good for a long time. Your body can heal itself. Like COVID-19. A lot of people didn't have to do what they did, but they're forced to do it, and the truth really coming out. But anyway, there's condensation building up in that right now. That's a headlight on it. Put me a torch on, Kevin. I know I have had a stroke, guys. If you haven't been part of my channel before, please come in, sit down, get comfortable. It's not going to be a quick video, but it's all about how to tap your chainsaw. And it'll give you more power, hopefully. I haven't done it yet. I can't see why it wouldn't work. So, maybe that will come up in the camera. There's condensation on that can. We'll go closer. It's quite a humid day today. Yesterday was terrible. Oh, there you can see it. So hopefully that'll come up in the camera. So if I put a bit more moisture to that, I've got a hairspray squirty bottle for water. I'll bring it for the back seat. One of those spraying bottles. I'll spray the moisture on this, and what will happen? You'll probably be able to tell what will happen. Back up a bit more. What do you get a good view of this? It's cold. Move that there. So what will happen if I squirt that? You'll get moisture squirted onto the can. Then what? What's this? It runs straight downhill. So gravity. So gravity's pushing that forward moisture down. So I'll get close. And that's what I was watching. But I wasn't watching it on the Coke can. When I was feeding the chooks, or young chickens. I was watching moisture on a can of dog food that we've just fed the chooks, and it was laying on an angle. Now I pushed that aside. Yeah. I was watching a bit of an angle, and I noticed something very different, which I thought would work on a chainsaw. So I have Ingles peas, like this loaf of food, but inside these cans, or on the outside is a can, or the inside, both of them, there is something different, and I'll show you. I don't know if anyone's ever utilised this, but I think it will work. Small gains, guys, is what makes a chainsaw go good. So, see the ribs on your can. Those ribs are there to reinforce the can, so it doesn't get dented easy. It makes the can lighter. To be stronger, it has to be thicker. So, to put the ribs on that actually reinforces the can, so it doesn't squash. Now, when I was outside, I can't remember how it happened now, but some moisture got on the can, and the can was laying on the side, and it was an angle, slight angle. Let's say, we'll set the can angle like that. Now, yeah, that's right, it started raining, and I was watching the water droplets run down on that. Now, that there is not 90 degrees. It would be, so put there. 5 degrees, so I'll push that thing up there so it can't roll. Stay. Well, great demonstration. So 5.7 degrees. So I'll do that. Pull that off. I'll screw it. Now, will the water run directly downhill? No, because it's got those ribs in the can, so we'll do that. They're following the ribs. Now, I found that to be really, really interesting when it comes to chainsaw and piston and stuff like that. How things travel, and how things travel super fast when you got a saw. So, will that, if we increase the angle, will that change any to the actual piston? If we do that, or towards a chainsaw piston, we're going to use. Should have thought about this more, shouldn't I? We'll get so hold that up. Get that screwdriver. Oh, yeah, that'll be good. So we'll stick that up there. Now that's more than what I thought. Never thought there'd be that much angle in a chainsaw piston, but I'll show you in a minute what I'm talking about. That's probably pretty good, 15.1 degrees. Pretty steep. Now will the water still follow those grooves in the can? Yes. So it finds way down. So my theory is, if I can do this on a piston and a chainsaw, I might get more power, and I'll show you why. So we'll pull the saw apart, and I'll pull apart, not we. I'll pull the saw apart and see if I can find one that's got just what I'm after to show you guys what I'm talking about. All right, I get down Frankenstein. Frankenstein might be a good way of doing it. I'll just pause you guys there. Now Frankenstein has quite a bit of time on it, so hopefully what I'm after is a decent, good quality wash pattern. A wash pattern on the piston itself. Now, I've already taken the muffler off for, I think it was Red Nut. And the piston's good, no scratches. So I know how this thing performs, but I think it will perform better with a bit of help, just a bit of help. And I think this might work. So I'm going to pull the top part of the chainsaw apart, pull the cylinder off, and have a look at the piston, and I'll get back to you after I've done that. Alright, I'll pause you guys. Kind of wished I had the camera going. These nuts or bolts to hold it on, they were tight, super tight, which is good. Hey, when they come loose, but they were like almost busting this new T-bar. Yeah. Anyway, guys, we eat shit. We're gonna have a shitty body. Like, you've had this really reason for that. I'm not exercising, eating the wrong food. So it's either yes or no. So I thought I'd just explain. I fed the chickens, some meat and that, canned dog food and that, because there's certain vitamins in that. If you put some wheat down, corn, oats, whatever, and then chook food, some minced meat, they love minced meat, on the ground, guess what they eat first? Always go for minced meat, usually, and also they like raw minced meat, or they go for cat food, and then dog food. These are the ways that it's certain vitamins and stuff in the foods which they don't have in the normal food, which helps them grow and get stronger. In my opinion, that's what I've found that over time, but I might give him a can once every, I don't know, 4 months. Me feeling nice. But yeah, it's what I do, guys. I love my animals. Just look after the animals where you can. Not here forever. But you know, while they're here with us, or feeding us, or giving us food. I'm not a vegan, but you know, you ain't cool them, especially when you knock their heads off. Do it quickly, efficiently. But they're here to feed us. That's what their job is. But while they're here, look after them, they'll look after us. So if you have meat from a shopping centre, their meat is so different to the meat you buy, or the meat you should have in your own property. So if your chook is eating grass and stuff like free range, it has a real earthy, down to earth flavour. It's actually quite that's strong. It's not something you just shove in your mouth, in my opinion. And fill yourself up like KFC. It can be quite a different taste. I like it, you don't. So I've haven't had it for a long time. It's because the kibbies have it all the time. My grandmother used to sell barbecue chooks in a petrol station years ago in a place called Wyong. No one else did. That's what she used to do. So people could come home, you know, a chook from her backyard, killed, gut, roasted, and just fed the family in a rush. Now that would have been for the 60s. Started that off, had a petrol station. That was her income. Now I'll get this thing off. Rubber melt, I think. Take that off. Hope there is a good wash pattern. And this will all make sense, I hope. I can't find my small rubber mallet. And I can't find my 4mm for my impact driver. I'll put that somewhere. I need to find the back. Where to put your tools back, guys. Let's get the gasket like this one so it ain't just glue. There you go. She's coming. Let's hold on to you. I'm still screwing the bottom. It's loose it. They normally go there. One there. One down there. Only a couple of threads left. It'll come off. It'll come off. Come on. I know he's just short for you. There we go. That's off. Pull up. Okay, it doesn't really show what I want. Oh, damn. Maybe. Alright, I'll bring you guys in. Interesting now. Bring you in and show you. There's not a wash pattern that I thought I'd want to see. I thought it'd be a bit more precise. So I'll try and get this on camera. Now, the left hand side, I can see a wash pattern coming down like that. So all I can do is copy the left hand side and look at the piston, cylinder, so, and look at where the transfers come in. I put the piston, cylinder over the piston. I'll take the rings off in a minute, and work out where your transfers start and the angle of the transfers back towards your carby. So what you want to do is find out the angle coming down, map that out, and work out where it starts and where angles out towards the end. So it'll be up about here, somewhere where the first transfers start. You see up here, I don't know what's blown out that way. That's weird. Oh, okay, I forgot about that. I've actually modified the transfers in the top of Frankenstein, okay? So in there is, maybe that's why it's not working the way it should. In there is a bit of liquid metal that's been pushed in that. Is it lasting? There's been a bit of discussion lately of liquid metal and stuff falling apart. So your air charge comes down and squirts in, so this has already been modified. So that makes it interesting. I do have a new cylinder and block. One of these. A box. I'll go get that. Hang on, guys. I'll just put you on pause and go find that. So I have a brand new cylinder piston, hadn't been poured I'm not really interested in that cylinder though. I think I'll keep Frankenstein the way she is, because it's too much mucking around, swapping things over. But yeah, that's just interesting. That's loose. No, it's not loose. It looks loose. Right. Looks kind of loose, but it's not. I might go in there. I've got a 90-degree tool now to grind these things out. Good for Christmas. I haven't used it yet, so I might go in there and hog them out a bit, change the angle. But no, I won't. I'll leave that cylinder the way it is, because I know how this performs. So this would be a good way to go. I knew what it was beforehand. I even leave it cover the way it was. I won't touch the adjustments and take it out of the field. I will clean the air filter. That's the second-hand crap. Look at that, guys. I will clean that a bit more. But I'll just modify the piston. But I will work out the angle of the dangle from the non-modified piston and stuff, and work out how that angle. So I'll put this all down. Trying not to ramble, trying to talk and think about what I should be doing, what I should be saying, so you can understand what tap is. I'll explain to you about these in a sec. Tap, 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 tap. So there's the cylinder piston. I actually put the rings on for you in this mob. So I'll take the bomb ring off. Just set that down. I'll take the top one off. Top one off, and I'll put that back on. Hang on, I'll just take it over, show you. So this is where artwork, hand-eye coordination comes into it to tap your chainsaw. Now, tap stands for tattooing a piston. And think about that for a second. Tattooing a piston. So what we're doing is trying to make a line where we want the line, like the can, a line, to actually perform the way we want it to perform. And help it out. So if we can get an extra, say, I'm being overconfident, I suppose it would be 10% more. If we have more than 10% more fuel and air, or the air will be alright, it's the fuel. If we keep 10% more of the fuel in the cylinder, instead of it blowing out the exhaust and left for what we normally are, we'll get better fuel economy, better power, response, stuff like that, and also cooling. But we might work it all, might only get 1%, but that 1% is all really I want, so I'll clean that thing. Clean it and talk, Kevin. Yeah, just try and work these things out, guys. This is a new idea for me. I find if you go to think about something and go, that might work, and you have a few sleeps, a few nights, but think about this for about 2 weeks. Ideas come to you, think about things late at night, how things might work and work for you or against you, But some things don't work out, some things do work out. That's enough for that. So that's pretty all clean. Now, with the exhaust, I'll be in here because I can see you. Try to light the place up. The exhaust, I've got the arrow pointing towards that, but not every piston is the same. This is a Chinese 62cc cylinder. Same crank for the same crank as the 58cc. So if you got a 58cc, you could do the same thing with the same cylinder. Sorry guys, trying to get words out of my head. God, I feel like Joe Biden. Now I've done Joe Biden, COVID-19, same video. In trouble now. Now, the exhaust doesn't point dead straight to the exhaust port. I'm looking at the wrist pin. Is it lining up with the divider in the actual the divider in the actual transfer chambers? And I think I'm right there. So what I can do now is work out by the ruler what angle these come down at, because I haven't got wash pattern, so it's not what I want. But I roughly work out angle and work out where I want this to flow. So I'll pause you, I'll come back and I'll show you what I've done. And if you guys like the idea, please thumbs up and share, because tattooing a piston, it could help, it might help. But the idea is if you can get your flow, I'll do some artwork first, and I'll bring you. Hang on. So this is a wash pattern I think this thing has. Make it close as I can. If I get it forward. That's it drawing there. You see that? Yep. So the wash pattern, I'm lining up where the angle of the transfers are and going past the center line. So your wash pattern will go down like that. I'm thinking, but most things will go in a straight line if you give them the opportunity. So I'm going to do a straight line down there, all the way down, and then get my where's that tool? Where's the tool? My ratchet tool I use for beveling. There you go. I think I have a small dime wheel. I'm going to use the tattoo in the piston itself. A small groove on the can, right? That will fit in that. Just do a groove, not much. So if you start taking too much, you lose compression, and you also have somewhere for the carbon to build up in your saw. But if you get the wash pattern just right, the fuel will blow down and clean it, keep that clean. Right, angle that more thing. Yeah, I think I'll angle the upper transfers, the primary ones, more angle like that. Like that. I think. So I'm going to angle that. Now, it's where I was saying artistic, I said last time, artistic. We're talking two-dimensional and plus the three-dimensional. Piston goes up and down. Now, I think the reason they have these pistons and stuff, the way they have the transfers worked there, there's a flat roof on the transfers up here, and I've changed it. That flat roof blows your fuel directly on that piston because it's the hottest part of the whole saw. Piston's doing all up and down work, and the fuel cools down that piston. As it hits the piston, the fuel evaporates, goes flying up to the top of the cylinder, and then goes out everywhere else and gets combusted up. Now, when you tattoo your piston, I want the fuel to go to the back of the cylinder, back of the piston, to where I want it to go, and hopefully this will stop the fuel and all that escaping for that split second that the exhaust is open on the cylinder and letting the fuel escape. Now, some fuel will still always escape because it's only just on the piston, but if it acts a bit like a Velcro, I suppose, if you go down a road, what's the idea, I suppose, going down a dirt road and you hit corrugations, you slow down. But the fuel coming out through here won't slow down. It'll slow down going exhaust waste. Does that make sense? So the fuel won't get out, but when the piston gets bang, the whole cylinder's full of petrol. No. So hard, guys. The whole cylinder's full of exhaust fumes. Well, no, they're up here, the whole thing. As the piston goes down, these lines we put on the piston won't interact with that at all. They'll go down and the exhaust fumes will go out the exhaust where it should do, and the whole process starts again. Fuel will come down and sit, and I'm hoping it'll eddy around right in that spot there. I'll do a bit more drawing sec and actually add trenches will go down to here, and your fuel will stay there, get stuck for that microsecond, which helps. Maybe we'll get more revs. Now, I know why these particular saws won't rev. The transfers on these are too small, so you don't have enough room. So the only way you can get a bit more speed out of these is you put a trench actually inside where your transfers sit through here. So a small trench outside, and line that up with your transfers, and that will give more velocity up out the past the rings. You can't cut into the rings, but you cut up to the rings and make it smooth. You got a batch either side, but not doing that today, but just to show you that's what it looks like roughly. So I'll clean it again with brake cleaner. I'll readjust that. I'll come back and finish looking product, and I'll grind this up later by myself. But just let me show you guys tattooing a piston tap. All right, I'll do this. Get angled up. Do some artistic view. Hope someone gets a laugh out of this. Now, because I had a stroke, it's hard to hang on to things, and it's a pain in the butt. Your feelings that you can't talk, you can't. Yeah. Anyway, I had a stroke. That's the artwork for that. So, when the fuel goes in from the transfers, hit these lines, like the can I showed you before, run down the lines as the piston comes up and squashes in, bang, the fuel will stay roughly there, I hope, for a split second before it spreads everywhere, and hopefully that will control. Now that's one impression of the artwork for this thing. You could do, I suppose I've changed the thing. You can put swirls towards the end of the cylinder, where it's the artistic value. I only did one more, I suppose. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. But as soon as you start grinding stuff like that, bring it down. I'm not sure how to even hold this because it's gonna be hard for me. So high revs and bringing things down gently, slowly. Get a nice. Might actually get a thicker marker texture. But yeah, I'd say 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. Not sure yet. Not lined in here, but also, I'll do it. I'll do that part there off. Hopefully not just everything. Brake clean's wonderful stuff. Look at that. Yeah, almost perfect. Look at that. I didn't think I'd do that. Right. That dry for set for a split second. Now, this is where artwork would come in. Someone who has steady hands, tattooing and all that. So, your fuel will come down. I'll put arrows. Come down like that. And this side here, that side, come down. Doing best I can, guys. So your fuel comes down, and it's going to hit the other side. So your fuel comes down in your two-stroke motors, smashes, sits there, hits the ceiling, goes up. There's also evaporation because these are hot. But I want it to stick here a little bit longer and get more fuel in the cylinder for a split second. So you could possibly curl like that. With these two here will be a circle. And this one here would circle back like that. So a circle might work better. Not sure. Artwork, so something like that. Or it might be just a swirl, because if you look at a good wash pattern, there's always a clean spot just here. So that might be as an interpretation of something like that. Who knows? It could be better having little arrows. I don't know, like tractor tires. So we'll go one way like an arrow. We'll do that first. Opposite to what I've already done, so I'll do this like that. Maybe the arrows will work. I'm not sure. So it might spread the way I want. I'm not sure. It might be different. But guys, cheap Chinese saws like this are a dime a dozen, and the kit for this cost me $39 for a piston cylinder kit delivered to my door in Australia. So yeah, so you might have fuel come in like that and spit the fuel, and it might stick around. I don't know. But it's the idea, tattooing a piston, hoping the fuel will stay in there that a little bit longer, give you more power, more bang, more torque. But is it worth trying? Hell yeah, I love doing stuff like this. But when you do it, make sure, when you do your piston, right, so make sure your piston is angled the right way and you transfer grooves or your tattoos are the right way. So that's towards the exhaust, and that's the exhaust. So it's angling back towards the carby. So that should work. But I'm going to try just grinding that out there, the lines, see how she looks, and I'll probably do it now, I suppose. I'll do a quick go, try and get straight as I can, and get it ready for Frankenstein, and just trying it. So I'll get it done, guys. Hang on a second. Alright, that's what I'm left with, so I'll clean it off. So, bit of grinding dust and crap. And I'll go mark it and show you what it looks like. Well, mark it so you see it more clearer. So I don't know what you can really see with bright lights and stuff shed. But I have paid attention more. Where your transfers open, I've gone through to the very end. So when it does open, I want that part there to actually be control what's going on. So don't really worry about too much here at the end. More where your transfers actually open. So you want the act like the thing on the can of the piece. You want the water and that stuff, the fuel to flow where you want it to go. So I got my texter, my big black texter. And there's one design, guys. I've thought of many designs. So big texter like that. Fuel comes down and it clashes against each other like two armies. And hopefully I'll put a little one there too. Hopefully the fuel will stay at the back longer, regardless of the exhaust, what it's doing. So you can have your long degrees blow down and still have fuel left in there It might work, might not work. It might be work at all. Might be any difference. But roughly that's it. Been hard to see I'm filming that. So fuel comes down. That's it, and I'm happy with that. So I'll try that out. I'll throw that into Frankenstein and see how she turns out. But I haven't lost really any compression. But I'm trying to control flow of fuel, and why not? If these things go up and down at say 12,000 revs, I don't think it is. I've only got this to about 10.5 in the cut really. But say 12,000 revs and hang on to it. I find if you drill in here, 58 or 52, 50, 42, 45, 40. 45, 52, 58 pistons. They have holes in here drilled in for your wrist pin. They add fuel to it, to lubricate. I find that you drill that, these will actually perform a bit better too. So that's the idea. Tattooing your piston. So tap. So I'm not the steadiest hand in the world, but yeah, I think it will work. But I'm wondering about this part here. When the fuel comes up, as the piston goes up, will it help me have fuel stay in the cylinder or not? Hey guys, thanks for watching my channel and visiting what my mumbling, which I bloody talk. I'm sick of this crap. I having ideas and stuff, but I'm finding it harder and harder to talk. So please thumbs up, share if you can, if you want to. But try it. I'd like to know, is anyone going to have any good results or not? But yeah, I might sit here a bit more. Outside there needs a bit more grinding. I'm not grinding much, as you see. These things are not very, very round, but yeah, I'll dig that a bit more deeper, just a bit. Try and make that a bit more precise, a bit more tattooing. Alright guys, over and out. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it.